Hello guys, today we have a video with the most common question that you ask me. What meaning dual mode that the controllers write on them? It means that this controller can work with and without Hall sensors. So this particular controller is also compatible with Hall's hub motors like some crystallite motors. Before we demonstrate the controller on EV board, let's say a few things about this particular controller. This controller is one of the most common out there. It communicates with UART protocol and it can be connected to a wide range of displays, like these three kinds that I have now in my lab. All screens with UART protocol have exactly the same plug with 5-wire coloring: red, blue, black, green and yellow. Red is the positive pole of the battery, blue is the ignition, black is the ground, and last green yellow wires are for communication. On some displays you will see two extra wires like these white and brown ones, which are used for headlight output and activates through display buttons. Let's see the specification of this controller as written on the label. First one, as always, is operation voltage. DC 36 to 48 means that this controller can work with 36 volts and 48 volt system. Current 30 amps means the maximum output, so once the vehicle reaches the maximum speed, should the output current be around half of that, about 50 amps, which is the rated current. Speed set 1.1 to 4.2 volts. This is the working voltage range of the throttle for this particular controller. Dual mode is the Hall-less operation mode that we will test soon on the EV board. And the low level is the brake signal input wires coming out from the controller. If we need high input level, we will have to open the controller and connect them from inside on high input pins. Now let's go to the EV board. As you can see, I have another controller already installed, which is from the same ones. UART communication dual mode. The only difference is that it's quite smaller than the previous one. Instead of 30 amps, this one is at 22 amps. Also, after the controller, we will connect a high voltage headlight, SW900 display, brake handlebar and the throttle. Now let's start connecting the wires to begin our experiment. We have connected all the necessary wires, and the only ones left are the auto learn mode, pass assistant input, high voltage power output, and one pair of the low level e-brake input. Now we are ready to provide power to our system. As you can see, our power supply is set at 48 volts and limited at 2.4 amps. At this moment you cannot see any speed on the display. This is because the speed sensor of this motor is broken, so the controller cannot read the rotation speed of the motor through the white signal wire to translate it to kilometers. Now let's test the headlight. Pressing the top button and holding it, the lights turn on normally. Pressing the same top button again, the display turns the lights off. With learning mode wires we can learn the controller to the best motor phase combination for a smooth and efficient operation. Also, with auto learn wires we can change the rotating direction of the motor. Now it is time for the main experiment, which is dual mode operation. At this point I will disconnect the whole sensor and see how the controller will respond without the sensors. As you can see, the motor rotates normally, with a small difference. The motor has become much noisier. The change that we see is, instead of getting feedback from the Hall sensors, the controller does it in more complex way by reading the EMF feedback from the motor windings. Like that, the controller can read the rotation speed of the motor. Now someone will ask me, why are there Hall sensors inside the motors, which is one of the most common motor problems, if there are controllers that work without sensors? The answer is that with sensors inside the motor runs quieter and smoother when starting. If you notice in the video, when the motor starts, it turns back and forth several times before turning in the correct direction. This happens more intensely when there are loads on the motor, which results very high currents at the startup. That's it for today guys, and see you in the next video.